Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast, episode 38.
Shit sirens on.
We are back from a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah.
I had some horrible stomach bug that made me vomit, profusely. So I...
Just vomiting?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
What did you think it was?
Shite.
No. It was just vomit.
Oh, okay.
It was just vomit. 3 days of vomiting.
That sucks.
Fucking terrible, man.
Yeah.
Let's, I hope you catch it.
I'm standing right next to you. Fuck.
I know.
You just got over it today.
You want a sip of my drink?
Here we go. So anyway, we're previewing the WWE Raw pay-per-view that's coming on this Sunday. WWE Fastlane.
Woo!
Fastlane, baby.
Fast, baby.
And I am kind of excited for it, I'll be honest with you.
Really?
Maybe because Elimination Chamber was so shitey, but I'm actually looking forward to Fastlane a little bit.
See, and Elimination Chamber ended up being better than I thought it would be.
Oh, so maybe if we think it's going to be good, then I think it's going to end up being shit.
Right, that's where I was going with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ruined your punch.
So let's jump right into the card and offer our predictions and analysis for the feuds going into the next Raw pay-per-view, the last stop on the road to WrestleMania as well.
The last stop?
So this is going to be...
I didn't take a piss yet.
I know. Well, you got to get off. Man,
I got to get a piss jug.
Shit. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we have a special guest tonight on the...
No, we don't.
Yes,
we don't. Every fucking week.
Every week we have one.
Every week?
Yeah. So
we have to have one every week? Am I not good enough for you, Craig?
So, I think he's here.
Hello, Stan.
Yeah, I'm not Stan.
I'm not Stan
You're
either.
off to a great start.
Yeah,
Thank you. Who are you?
Randy.
Randy what?
Randy?
My name's Randy.
Okay.
Hey, Randy, hello, welcome to the show.
Oh, you must be Randy Marsh of South Park. Oh, great. Welcome to the show.
Did Mr. Slave get you to this?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good. I mean, we need anything we can get here.
Yeah, we really need all the help we can get. Mr. Slave,
We don't really want to talk to each other. So
I know.
So we need a computer. I mean, a person.
It's right here.
He's over there. Hey, what's up, Randy?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
So...
Off to a terrible start.
Yeah, we're off to a terrible
As
start.
Craig would say.
So let's jump right into the card. So let's quickly get through this crappy pre-show match that nobody gives a shit about.
I haven't even followed any of this.
Rich Swann and Akira Tozawa faced Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar with Alicia Fox in a tag match. It's a pre-show match, so the face team of Swann and Tozawa win.
Yeah, I'm a Tozawa guy, so I'm going with Tozawa.
Yes.
I'm so happy that he's on WWE regular programming now.
Yeah, me too.
Like, remember we were talking about that a couple months back, where, like, after the Cruiserweight Classic, we were like, where the fuck's Tozawa, man? He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he had a really good match. Did you watch that one against Jack Gallagher?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really awesome,
good
fun match, like, really funny and stuff, so I was really happy about that. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah, I like it.
Noam Dar can give a fuck about it, I'm sorry.
I do like Noam Dar for one reason, because the way he says, Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
I don't know why, it makes me laugh every fucking time.
Yeah, especially since that's Naomi, so it's the wrong person every fucking time, so it doesn't even matter.
Naomi.
Wait, it is Alicia Fox. Okay, sorry.
Oh boy.
Hi.
Alright, so let's run through the other preliminary matches on the card.
This is a good card. I like this card. I'm sorry, Craig.
It's a good card.
I'm actually looking forward to this.
I just,
There's one match
maybe I'm
I
not
really
looking forward
care
to it
about.
because it's a little predictable for the most part, especially going into Mania. They're setting up all the feuds that we kind of already know where they're going.
Yeah.
So let's start with, Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. So they're having a singles match.
Yeah.
Their second consecutive pay-per-view match.
Yes. My girl Nia Jax won last time.
She won last time.
Beat the stupid blonde, purple-haired bitch, so that's good.
Yeah, and the rumor is going into WrestleMania that they're going to do a fatal four-way between these two and the two women in the women's title match.
More women the web, better, baby.
Sasha Banks needs a win, right?
Yeah, I would go with that.
She needs a win to look strong going into WrestleMania, I'm assuming.
Yeah, especially since this week they had a tag team match, Charlotte and Nia Jax versus Bayley and that bitch, Sasha Banks.
Right, and
they lost. So, I mean, like, and plus she lost to Nia Jax. So, I think...
I know they like to build up Nia Jax from time to time as, like, this dominant force, but she also does lose a lot of her payoff storyline matches. So they're not booking her like Braun Strowman, where she's going to just beat everybody every time. She's going to lose.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with that on that one.
Okay, so we both agree. Sasha
We're
Banks.
banking on it.
Get it? I get it. I get it. It's so funny.
Oh, come on, shit siren?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we just started talking about it a little bit. So let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship match. Bayley, the champion, is defending against Charlotte Flair. Now, Fred, we didn't get to talk about what happened the last 2 weeks because I was sick last week.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
Or did we talk about it? No, we did talk about it. No, that was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, they blew their wad.
Ew.
They blew their wad with giving Bayley we did talk about this, right?
Yeah.
I complained about this a lot.
Yes.
Now, I think this is pretty obvious. Charlotte's going to win, right? Charlotte's going to win the title back, just like the Sasha feud. She's just going to win it right back, keep her pay-per-view streak alive until WrestleMania.
Right. And she also, I had noted that Charlotte, during her promo segment with Bayley and Sasha, that she called Bayley a one-hit wonder, much like the Baha Men and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think what's going to happen is that Charlotte is going to beat Bayley, and then Bayley's going to win at WrestleMania. That means she's not a one-hit wonder. She's a two-hit wonder.
Ooh.
You hit that shit twice, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not digging Raw lately, so maybe that's why I'm not looking forward to this pay-per-view at all.
I only watch the women's stuff lately, and maybe the Kevin Owens.
Oh my god!
Stuff.
Did you see?
I actually stopped and watched that whole thing.
Did you see the part where fucking? Okay, remember? So Dana Brooke came back a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Randomly, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been with Charlotte this whole time, even though she's been off TV for months."
Yeah.
And then this week she went to interfere again in the match. Did you see this? And she was running in slow motion.
Yeah.
Because Bayley was gonna catch her before you got there, so she was jogging. And I'm watching. I'm like, why is she running so slow? And Bayley's just
I'm going to briskly interfere in this match.
I'm going to jog into the ring. It was so fucking terrible. Everything that Dana Brooke does is fucking terrible.
It's fucking terrible, which is probably why she wasn't on television.
Probably not.
I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair. I mean, I'm a Charlotte fan anyway, but like I said, I think they said the one-hit wonder thing for a reason, because Bayley's, I think, is going to win the championship at WrestleMania.
Right.
But I kind of had a little spin on this. I was thinking maybe, but, they're going to set this four-way at WrestleMania. Oh, spinning the puck. Get into hockey again there, buddy. Islanders, what? Anyway.
What's this one?
What? Every time you say that, I have to question what, because
What?
Yeah, what exactly, Randy?
Do what?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. You say it under your breath every time, so I don't know what the hell you're saying. Every time. I'll just assume you said something nice about me.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, I should know better than Craig to say something really nice about me.
Get off my ass, dickhole!
What the f... You're coming out strong today, Randy, huh? You didn't wait till the end of the show. Damn, I can't even get a break here for once.
Alright, what was your theory? What was your spin?
I think that Sasha is somehow going to interfere by accident and cost Bayley the championship.
Right.
So that way, because Stephanie has been manipulating. I'm not a big fan of Stephanie McMahon, as you know. I've bitched about her on this podcast.
Yeah.
But she has kind of manipulated all these women, like the fucking sorceress that she is, and kind of hinted at a little dissension between Sasha and Bayley.
Right.
So I think maybe by accident she might cost her the title, and that would set up more heat for the four-way match if that's going to happen.
I like that. Yeah, I think ultimately...
I mean, it's just a thing I'm throwing out there,
Stephanie's been planting the seeds that
Sasha's been hogging
Bayley can't win without Sasha helping her out.
Right.
And that's because Sasha doesn't believe Bayley can get the job done on her own. So I like that they have planted the seeds for that. And ultimately, that's where they're going to go with this. Is it's going to be once Charlotte's out of the program with the women's championship after WrestleMania, I think that's going to be the main feud. It's going to be Sasha and Bayley, which would be cool with Sasha being a heel. So that's something to look forward to because I like Sasha as a face, but I like her way more as a heel.
She's such a heel.
Yeah, she's just not like genuine as a face because like especially when she goes like, listen, you gotta like respect the boss. I'm like,
shut your mouth.
Who fucking talks like that? Like what kind of person who do you like who talks like that? Nobody. Like
no,
right? Like
no one talks like
only
that.
Only bitches talk like that, and so like let the bitch be a bitch and be a heel.
And she really hasn't been a boss lately. I feel like she's gotten her ass kicked all the time.
She's got her ass kicked all the time.
She's not really a boss. She's more like a fucking
bus.
Yeah, there you go.
School bus.
Got run over, bitch.
Yeah. Alright.
Moving on.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to have our tag team championship
match. Let's go to tag title match.
The reigning current tag team champions, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, take on Enzo Amore and Big Ass.
I like the
cup of haters over there.
A cup of haters. You got a cup of haters. I got a cup of haters. I'm so happy Enzo and Cass are done with the Rusev feud because, like, they were...
Handsome Rusev?
Yeah, you're Handsome Rusev. I love it. I hated that feud so much.
Oh, that feud I didn't like.
No, it was terrible.
I love Handsome Rusev.
Yeah, I like Handsome Rusev. It's the stupidest thing ever.
I'm Handsome Rusev. It's so stupid.
But... they were almost turning me against Enzo and Cass, which takes a lot because like I was just so tired of like the fake love triangle thing that they were doing with Lana.
It was so forced.
Yes, exactly. Very forced. So I'm glad that's over with. That they're just fucking wrling again. I'm happy.
Don't force anything.
Yeah,
just
don't
let
force
it fly through.
Yeah, just lube it up and just go right in.
Exactly.
So I'm also under the assumption that no, Enzo and Cass aren't gonna win now. It's not their time yet.
It's not their time.
Maybe WrestleMania rematch.
The time is up. The time is now. Can't see me.
And I feel like Gallows and Anderson just won too.
Yeah, they just won. Cass and Enzo have been getting some wins over them. I think Cass beat Anderson this past Raw.
Gallows.
Gallows. He definitely, yeah. So I think there are moments, and then I think there are moments at WrestleMania.
Yeah, right? That seems logical. Maybe throw in the third tag team at Mania, make it like a triple threat, and then they win it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like
Cesaro
Sheamus back in there, so that would be cool.
That'd be cool. There's not really a lot going on in this feud. It just kind of started out of nowhere, so I don't really want to go into it too much. But yeah, I'm going to go with the club retaining. It sounds like you're going with the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Differences.
Yeah, so let's go to Neville and Jack Gallagher.
You still had a lot to say about it. I don't have a prediction on this because I've been skipping the Cruiserweight stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're actually missing out because they've been doing a lot of good things. As you know, they're doing the Jack Gallagher is a gentleman thing, and he's very proper, and he speaks very like fluent with a lot of like ridiculous enunciation and pronunciations, and his fucking like words.
Gentlemen always bring umbrellas, even if it's not raining.
Right, the umbrella thing. And fucking, I'm loving Neville so much right now because he's just like
thank God.
A fucking angry fuck. Like he just comes to the ring. He's got that look on his face. He's just like walking around. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like he's just like looking at the ring. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he cut a great promo on him and on Gallagher. He's like, you're like a cartoon character of what these American people think British people are like. When
That's
really
true.
we're kind of dark and we're all pissed off and we all kind of just want to punch you in the back in like a back alley somewhere. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of true. Like, he's like a cartoon character,
it's like soccer hooligans,
right? And Neville's like really like what a guy you would run into in a pub who would beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, right.
So
talk about my football team like that.
But he's been so good. Like I don't
know where this came from.
I never knew. I didn't know he was this good as a heel. Like I knew he was.
I didn't know he could talk. Honestly,
me neither. Because I watched his work in NXT, and he won the title as a face, and then he turned heel eventually.
Oh, did he?
With the title because he lost it to Zayn, right? I believe so.
Yes.
So like he kind of turned heel, but he wasn't like he was kind of like a heel by association. It wasn't really a heel. Like a heel. So this has been a breath of fresh air. I've been loving fucking Neville right now. Like he cuts such a good promo. He's angry and, somehow even though he's still a high flyer and that usually gets a pop in the crowd, he's kind of limiting it to a degree, not to too much where he's
I think it's smart.
Right, like he's not like flipping all over the place like he normally does, but he's like wrestling a certain style that kind of screams of more of a heel.
Yeah.
And yet Gallagher has also been very good in this program.
I like that that Gallagher has been bringing this like British style to WWE wrestling. I mean, like, you know, not full on, but you know, like, and like he does those little tricks and stuff like that's known for British wrestling and stuff. And I really kind of dig that.
Yeah, and
that's why I like that Tozawa match so much.
And he's over too. The crowd really likes Gallagher.
Oh yeah.
I'm
glad they ended up signing him.
Neville is actually kind of getting over too. Is like he was getting a pop when he was feuding with Rich Swann. Like people are just kind of like Rich Swann, like he wasn't doing anything. He just fucking dances. Like that was his gimmick. Yeah. And Neville just comes out and like it's like you're a piece of shit, and like people are like, yeah, that's cool. He said something different.
Because like, none of these people had any character to them. It was just like, you know, Noam Dar, okay, he's dating Alicia Fox. Okay. You know, like the only one that really had like anything was like the Brian Kendrick. He kind of had like, you know, like some kind of like
I think
I'm a man with a plan.
I think they just threw the title on him because he had name recognition. Because like they had the Cruiserweight division was so new at that time, and like nobody knew anybody.
And Perkins is like so boring.
Yeah, Perkins.
He's a good wrestler.
Perkins has a great intro, and that's about it. Like, but he's got no personality.
Got over that pretty quickly.
Yeah, of course. The Cruiserweight division is very weird too because like
it's the same people.
It's the same people, and like the titles changed hands like 4 times already in only a couple months. It was like T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick, Rich Swann, and now Neville. Like, that's a lot for what, like 2 or 3 months. The
only thing I like is that Austin Aries has been on commentary for the Cruiserweight matches. He's funny as hell, man.
They started touting him up again, so I think he's going to be coming back and possibly.
He's injured right now, right? Or he's coming.
Yeah, he got injured. It was that orbital bone. That picture that he saw his eye blown up. That was like he required surgery to fix that. But he's coming back. Like they played a vignette for him this past week on Raw. So
that's good.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna do I don't know if he's a heel or a face. They're not really kind of establishing on Raw.
I'm hoping it's a heel.
He's a heel commentator, but then like he kind of also makes fun of Neville. Have you seen him like interview the wrestlers? Because he does.
Not interview them, but I've heard him on commentary.
Yeah, so after the matches, sometimes he'll ask them, and he kind of asks like a condescending question. He's like, so how come you didn't win that match in like 1 minute? You know, like something he didn't say that, but like something towards that like extent. Like, how come you didn't win? How come you didn't have all offense in that match? You know what I mean? So it's like, and like Neville kind of looks at him like, huh? So I'm not actually sure if he's a face or a heel because he's doing it to both Gallagher and Neville. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think ultimately Austin Aries is going to fight at WrestleMania for the Cruiserweight title.
You think he's going to go that far? Up there, huh?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're going to throw... Or maybe they'll do a big...
Who do you think is going to win the match, though? You think Gallagher's going to win or Neville?
Well, I think Gallagher is going to win the Cruiserweight title. I just don't know if he's going to win it here at Fastlane. I think Neville's going to retain because Neville
has to retain it, right? I mean, like
Neville. I'm going with Neville.
Establish him as the king of the cruiserweights. So he just won it right about like a month ago at this point.
Yeah, not even
last
right? pay-per-view.
So like
not last
you need
Raw
to have him.
you
have to have him have a win at least. So.
Yeah, no, he's definitely going to win Royal Rumble, right? Yeah, that's when he won it.
Yeah. Oh wow, really? Shit.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, I'm going with Neville retaining. I just think Gallagher is going to take it down the line. But I also know I'm just getting that feeling at Austin Aries. They keep throwing him out there, you know, keep putting his face on TV that they're going to throw him in some kind of match. Maybe at Mania they do like, you know how they usually do like some kind of ladder match. Maybe the Cruiserweight title's in the ladder match.
Actually, it would be a cool idea,
right? Like throw 6 guys out there. You got Austin Aries, you got Neville, Gallagher. Put in Perkins.
The rest of the 4 that they put out every fucking week.
You know, you got Tozawa and Rich Swann, Noam Dar and Alicia Fox.
Yeah, put her in the match, damn
it. She is a Cruiserweight. By the way, I hate Alicia Fox because she doesn't change her gimmick at all. She turned heel on fucking Cedric Alexander, right?
All right.
And then aligned herself with Noam Dar, and she didn't change her gimmick at all. She what
do you want her to do?
She still comes out and she's still blowing kisses to the crowd. I'm like, you're a heel. Like she's like, you can look, but you can. Well, that's the wrong theme song, but you know what I mean.
I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like her.
Right, but you know what I mean. Like they're coming out with Noam Dar, and he's like standing there like, and she's like, I'm like, why is she doing that? Why is she blowing kisses? She turned heel on Cedric Alexander, went crazy, and then she comes out and still acts like nothing happened. I don't know. Fuck. Sorry, I went on a little.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Alright, so we blew through all of, like, the undercard matches. Yes, I am.
Oh, shit siren again.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Lots of shit sirens.
So,
Looks like the Islanders, when they, when they got scored on.
is that what happened? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Like that's like from the hockey thing.
What's that over there?
Wait, what is that? What? Oh, fuck! Shit! Oh.
I made some good
come out here a lot. I make some good content. No. I come out here a lot. I say a lot of things that are.
I just watched it on the replay.
Yeah, actually, my tooth is bleeding a little bit. First play job on the WWP.
Oh, ow!
No, let me say something here. Craig.
Yeah.
Craig Dixon.
Yeah.
Gregory.
Yes.
Okay? I say a lot of things on this podcast, okay?
Hey, Mr. Nelson.
I'm not Mr. Nelson. I'm not Greg T. Nelson, okay?
Randy.
No, I'm not Randy either. That's your fucking name, you idiot. Okay. And I'm not Stan. So shut up either, too. Okay? I say a lot of things on this podcast that I don't mean to say. And now I gotta get physically abused? Fuck that shit.
Oh, my God.
I'm gonna stay silent for the rest of this podcast.
Okay.
I just really like beer.
You do? What do you like about beer?
But I don't know if I'm really an alcoholic.
Well, how do you not know if you're an alcoholic?
Because I got a DUI, and so I'm required to attend AA meetings for 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. People make mistakes, it's just...
I was stupid one night, drank too much, and then drove a car.
Well, yeah, that was pretty irresponsible and dumb.
That was dumb, and I'm not going to do it again.
Exactly.
Wait,
no, oh, fuck! Just ruined it. Fucking talked. Alright, fine, we'll go on with the rest of the podcast.
Now, I don't want to hear another word out of your intolerant mouth.
Okay, fine. 2 on 1, okay. I'm done.
Starbucks!
Now, I can go for some Starbucks right now, if you want.
Me too.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
God.
Alright, let's go into Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Now,
I'm just, like, blown away by this fucking match.
I couldn't give 2 fucks about this match at all.
Oh, that's what I meant.
I really like Braun Strowman's work the last couple months.
Me too.
He's impressed me, right, as a big man. Roman Reigns just, to me, I know, maybe it's us, man. I say this all the time. Maybe it's just us. Maybe we're just not of the age anymore. We're
on the range train.
What does that mean?
Of the hate variety. Anyway, Roman Reigns sucks.
Anyway.
I hope you're watching this, Roman Reigns. You're not, but...
Nobody's watching.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. Where do I even start?
I don't even care.
This match...
this is every month. I don't even care.
No, I care about this because... not really, but... I kind of been liking... Like, the only way for Roman Reigns to get over at this point is for him to fight a guy that's, like, completely a heel, like, no face value at all. Like a Rusev, a Braun Strowman.
Right.
And everything has to involve brawling. Like, they have to go through the barricade.
Yeah.
It's like fucking... what do they call that? Like, curtains, whatever the... they call it, like, they hide his weaknesses, but
right.
Escalate his strengths. Was like, he can't talk.
No, exactly.
He can't wrestle, but he could brawl.
Right, he can
That's
brawl.
the only thing I could give to him.
Yeah.
And Braun can do that too. So that's really the only thing that they can. That's the only kind of heat that they're generating from this feud.
Right.
So yeah, fuck them. I mean, no, I mean, what am I gonna say? Like, I'm gonna have to go with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is probably going to fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Right, so does Undertaker...
So he has to win.
Maybe Undertaker makes an appearance here, right?
I was going to say the next night, but it's a possibility.
Right? It's possible.
It's possible, but Reigns needs to win, though, if he's going to fight The Undertaker.
Maybe The Undertaker costs him the match, and that's what gets Reigns...
Oh, you think because he cost on him the Royal Rumble?
Cost him the Royal Rumble.
That's a good idea, too.
I could also see... Where
does Strowman go from there? Well, with the win?
That's the thing. Well, I heard Strowman doesn't really have... They don't have any plans for him going to WrestleMania. I heard he might be the Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner this year. which he was actually supposed to win last year before they pulled the plug on that. But yeah, like, I mean, what else does Braun do? I mean, the card is always so stacked, and he doesn't really have a program going into Mania. There's nothing else for him to do, really. Unless him and Sami Zayn go back at it again, which
probably not at this point.
Not.
I'm still going to go with Reigns on this one. I think that if Undertaker does make an appearance, it's going to be at the end of the match.
Well, I feel like you and me are going to agree on every other match. We've agreed on every match so far.
Yeah. Because this is kind of a predictable pay-per-view.
It's very predictable, especially with the knowledge that we have of what they want to do. Yeah, thanks to the dirt sheets and what they.
I avoid the dirt sheets now. By the way, I can't because I'm like, I don't want to know. I'm done knowing what happens in wrestling before it happens. Like, if a Hall of Famer gets announced,
I only read them for the news aspect. Like,
right, yeah, like
Jack Swagger asked for his release or something.
Like Alberto Del Rio got like a blowjob from a guy in a glory hole in a bathroom somewhere.
He won the TNA title. Did you know that?
Yeah, right. Congratulations. You won the worst title that there is.
Right.
You might as well go to
You're the champion of losers.
Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna be fighting Jack Swagger in about fucking a month from now.
Jack Hager, as Jan, our super fan Jan put it. Yeah, I don't actually like. There's something about this feud. Well, maybe it's just Roman Reigns. It's something about Roman Reigns that, like,
I wonder what it is.
Instantly, I cash out, and I'm just not watching. Cash me outside. Like, I don't care, so I don't pay attention. So I don't even. I've seen it. I've seen every fucking week's Raw since the Royal Rumble, right? Which was the beginning of all these feuds, and I couldn't even tell you what happened on every week between these two because I just don't remember. And I just don't care. I just instantly, it's on my TV, and I must pull my phone out when Roman Reigns comes. Like, I hear that, and I'm like, all right, phone time.
All right, yeah. Bender, Grinder. I mean, what? No. I mean, the Bumble or whatever the... No. I slipped up a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. The answer is no.
Yeah, no, I won't be swiping on you. Don't worry about that.
How dare you use that slur?
What slur? Do you want me to say that fucking word? I'm not going to say that word because that is offensive to people and not me.
I can finally tell you what I think, you fucking asshole!
Whoa, holy shit, I just met you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you! You heard me, you fucking piece of shit!
I did hear you, okay? Listen, okay? Why can't you say this to the very end? Abe Simpson did that, Snake. So did Mr. Slave, whatever the fuck his name is. Just let me do my job, and then you can say as much shit as you want.
You a fucking ass fuck. Piece of shit.
Oh, fuck it. We're not...
God damn it!
I don't know what to do anymore with these people. Every fucking week, we bring these people onto this show, and I can't take it anymore. I can't take it.
No!
Exactly. I can't take it anymore. Do you want...
You know what Obama said? Yes, we can!
You could stay on the show? Because Obama said that. The ex-president. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, fine. Fuck you.
Pal, but Obama's president now!
He's not.
Obama!
He's not. He's not anymore. Donald Trump is.
What are you, a McCain voter?
He didn't even run, motherfucker.
Obama said things would be different!
I think some of these things he's saying are a little outdated, huh?
That son of a bitch lied to us!
Well, okay. Maybe he did a little bit. I don't know.
Obama's not talking about you!
Stop talking about... He's not there anymore! He's fucking in the Caribbean or wherever the fuck he is. God damn it, with fucking Obama. Who gives a fuck?
Let the Obama out! Woo, Obama!
Yakalon Pakaroo!
Celebrate good Obama, come up!
I'm actually getting into this now. Obama, baby! Yeah! Okay. So that was interesting.
So your prediction is who?
Roman.
You go with Roman.
With Roman Reigns.
I'm hoping we get like a little gong going out here and
little gong?
Gong.
Oh, gong, like the thing. Okay.
It's Mr. Dongelinger to you.
Oh,
Oh god.
oh, we're on other host is here. Sunday Night Heat.
Sunday Night Heat has joined us here.
Yes, we're going to watch Bob Holly versus Crash Holly tonight.
And Stevie Richards on commentary.
Against Raven.
Wait, against them?
No.
On commentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Braun on this one just to go against you because I think we're going to agree on every other match for the rest of the night, just to change it up. I'm going to go with The Undertaker. Maybe his music hits and he doesn't come out and distracts Roman and Braun gets the win.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't think Roman doesn't necessarily need a win here. I don't know. I just don't know if he actually needs one here. Maybe he'll beat Taker at WrestleMania. Could you imagine the crowd reaction?
God.
Could you imagine the crowd reaction?
Oh my God.
It would.
That will happen, by the way. Don't even joke about that. That will fucking happen.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Like, don't even, he's gonna fucking win.
Alright, so how many matches do we?
So we got the last two matches. Let's get into one of our favorites going into
this is gonna be a great match. I'm very excited.
Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. Goddamn, what a good feud.
This is going to be great.
In the last 3 weeks, they made a great feud. This is probably
probably
the best feud there is right now. Maybe, besides Charlotte's stuff.
They had to do this in a pinch with Seth Rollins going on the shelf for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So, Samoa Joe just said his name in passing. He's like, I'm not going to be no Sami Zayn, who just, he's just
happy to be here, and that's it. You know?
And I when he said it, I didn't even think of Sami Zayn. I wasn't like, that's like burying him. I was like, yeah, cool that he said that. And then Sami Zayn was pissed that he said that. And I was like, that's a great way to start a feud, something like a throwaway line like that.
Yeah, and then the following week he interfered. When Sami Zayn was coming down to fight Kevin Owens, he attacked him from behind. I love that line where he was just like, we didn't get to talk about it because you were sick, but he was just like, this is your world now. This is your world now. And I'm like, that's so badass.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a badass thing to say to somebody.
Samoa Joe he's already one of the best guys on the show. I just moved the camera a little bit. Let me just fix that.
All right. So then this week. Cesaro fought Corey Graves called Claudio. Fucking idiot.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah. So Samoa Joe defeated Cesaro, and then at the end of the match, it's kind of like what they did with Sami Zayn. They interviewed Samoa Joe at the entrance, and then Sami Zayn's music hits, attacks him behind. They start brawling. The crowd, some referees separate them, and fucking. Goddamn! So Sami Zayn does a goddamn flip into the fucking crowd, basically into the crowd area. I don't know what to call it. But oh man, what a great brawl! And it actually made Sami Zayn strong. I mean,
they've made Sami Zayn look kind of decent the last couple months. He was standing.
You know what the outcome's gonna be,
right? Braun Strowman was running through people all those months, and he was the first guy to actually stand up to him, even though he knew he was gonna get his ass kicked. He still didn't back down, and now he's doing the same thing with Samoa Joe. It's
He's a great underdog.
Yeah. Now, ultimately, Samoa Joe is supposed to feud with Seth Rollins. We all know that. So Rollins is off. So they're supposed to be establishing Samoa Joe. This is really about establishing Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Samoa Joe gets the win here.
There's no way.
He's got to win his pay-per-view debut. It's
pay-per-view debut.
He's got to win.
We don't know what he's going into with WrestleMania. I haven't heard anything about Samoa Joe.
No,
what his
idea.
plans are. I wouldn't even mind another a rematch between them two at WrestleMania. If it comes to that point, because who else? Who else is around really?
Right. Where do they go? Where does Samoa Joe go? He's ultimately still entangled in the Triple H and Seth Rollins feud.
Right.
Which, by the way, took a turn on this past week's Raw. I guess we'll
get into that stuff.
Yeah. We should talk about that.
We got one more match, and then we'll.
Yeah,
we'll pretty much predict right now, but so we're both going with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, we'll go with Samoa Joe. I'm hoping that this isn't over, maybe. But ultimately, Samoa Joe does have to. He does have to still be entangled with Seth Rollins and Triple H. So I don't know how they're going to work around that. With obviously those two are going to have to face each other at WrestleMania. I don't know where Samoa Joe comes in. Maybe he's just enforcer for the match or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to find that out.
We'll have to see how that turns out. So the last match is the WWE Universal Championship match. Kevin Owens defending against Goldberg, and
the most predictable match.
I'm really not looking forward to this, guys. I'm not looking forward to this.
I kind of am. I've been settled on this for fucking months, dude. I'm done. I can't even be mad. Listen, we all know what's going to happen.
We heard the rumors. We all know it.
We've seen this before. CM Punk lost to The Rock. Then The Rock fought John Cena at the only WrestleMania we've ever been to, by the way. And John Cena beat The Rock and square in the ring to win the championship. So, yeah. So, obviously, Goldberg's going to win.
Goldberg's definitely going to win.
Okay.
Seems like it.
But I don't think Jericho's going to show up, though.
Yeah?
I think just Brock Lesnar's going to show up. This is kind of what this is how I would book it. Goldberg gets Kevin Owens with whatever something happens. Maybe the ref gets knocked out. Goldberg hits him with the spear. Or maybe the jackhammer as well. Brock comes out, gives Goldberg the F5, puts Goldberg on top of Kevin Owens for the pinfall. And then, because they're going to fight each other at WrestleMania, that way Goldberg has the title, and Brock can take it from him. That's how I see this playing out, if I were to book this.
Yeah, I could see it. You see, it's weird because...
I think they're going to save Jericho for a little bit.
You think they're going to keep holding off on Jericho?
Yeah, I don't think I think maybe like the next night he'll come back, but I think they're going to hold off.
Okay.
Because there's just too many people involved. If I'm going with Brock Lesnar interfering, and Jericho's going to interfere too, like it's just too much.
Yeah, it's a weird match to have the a month before WrestleMania, where both guys are going to go and they're going to divide and go into two separate directions.
Right.
Jericho and Brock Lesnar waiting for them. So I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about this because I kind of feel like it's predictable. Although there is a part of me that says like.
We did say about Roman Reigns versus Goldberg at Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, and we thought Roman Reigns would win the Universal title at Royal Rumble, and he didn't.
Right.
So I guess it's a slight chance Goldberg can lose.
Right. It could happen, right? It could happen.
But then what is Jericho has the United States Championship.
Yeah, but the title doesn't mean anything.
No, I know, but like title versus I don't know.
Yeah, that's the title versus title just for Universal title.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe, like, Jericho wins both prizes, if he wins.
No, I don't think Jericho would win. But, I don't know. No, at the same time, it does feel like... It just feels like that thing that they keep doing. Like, they love that nostalgia act winning. You know who started this? You know who really started this? It wasn't The Rock.
No.
It wasn't, like... who else have they done this with? But it wasn't The Rock.
Well, who was it then?
It was Hulk Hogan in 2002.
Oh, yeah.
It was all his fucking fault. Yeah. Because he came back, and at WrestleMania 18, he fucking blew off the Astrodome, like the roof of the Astrodome, or wherever the fuck it was in Toronto.
Yeah.
And the crowd just ate it up. So they're like, we gotta turn Hogan face. And then, like, Hogan was face, and they came out to fucking, red and yellow, and he was fucking coming out to Real American again, and people were fucking eating it up. And, like, at the other end of the spectrum, they had Jericho lost the title to Triple H at that Mania, right?
Yes.
And Triple H lost the title to
I believe the
Undertaker, who just turned heel. He was like doing that like big red evil thing.
He fought Ric Flair that same one.
Right. So he was like just turned heel, and it was interesting work from the Undertaker because he hadn't been a heel in a really long time.
Right.
And he hasn't been a heel since, believe it or not. And it was like, I was like, oh, this is like, I didn't like it at the time, but like in retrospect, it was really refreshing to see that. And then like Hogan's just like on top of it, like fuck it, put the title on Hogan, and like Undertaker had like a month fucking reign and just dropped it to fucking Hogan.
Terrible match.
Fucking terrible match.
Oof.
Oh my god, can you imagine Undertaker versus Hulk Hogan at like in 2002? Like,
oh my god,
like not 1990, like when it would have been really fucking cool, but like fucking 2002, and it was fucking terrible. And he started this whole like, oh, let's give like
nostalgia.
Let's give that nostalgia act, like put him in the main event. So it was like the Batista winning the Royal Rumble, The Rock winning the fucking title a couple of years ago, Brock Lesnar winning the title a couple of years ago. It's all because of fucking Hulk Hogan, because that worked. That one fucking time.
Back to Hulk Hogan.
It always goes back to Hogan. Hogan controls the WWE Universe. So,
still, to this very
is for
day.
You, Hogs.
Shit siren.
Shit siren. For our audio listeners, there's a siren going off. That signifies shite.
So Hulk Hogan thinks he's so cool because, he thinks he's just because he won the title, he thinks he's really great. But he's really not that great, okay? You know who's really great?
Who?
Kevin Owens.
All right. Well, that's going to do it here on the Wrestling Podcast. What? What? Is that it? Is that your bit? Okay.
No.
Right.
Shut up.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Ooh. Alright. Fuck, what? Alright, so we covered pretty much all of the Royal Rumble. We pretty much agree on every match except for one. And I kind of agree with your prediction more than mine. But, we'll see how we do. Yeah, you never know. Kevin Owens could retain the title. You know, it's like, maybe they changed their mind at the last minute. Maybe Goldberg gets hurt. Or maybe Goldberg can't really wrestle. Or, well, we know he can't wrestle. Who knows? Maybe Goldberg doesn't win. Maybe it's just like a swerve that they threw out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. So let's talk about the Triple H and Seth Rollins angle that took place this last week on Raw.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some follow-up to it on this pay-per-view, because it's a Raw pay-per-view. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some kind of, like, talking segment in the ring. But,
yes, talking.
Yeah, I love talking. Seth Rollins came back this last week on Raw, kind of like an emotional promo, but then
Triple H and Samoa Joe came out.
Triple H and Samoa Joe came out, and basically confronted him and said, you can't wrestle at WrestleMania. So it became an angle on television. So it's happening. So
it's gotta happen.
So Seth Rollins is cleared to wrestle. He's gonna wrestle at WrestleMania against Triple H. So
I think this whole injury's a work, by the way.
That's what I was saying in the beginning, and you said no. I was like, could be. I think he might.
No, you said that he might be able to come back in time. I think now this whole thing was a work to begin with.
No, I said it was a work too. I said it could be a work. But whatever.
All right.
Whatever. Don't believe me.
Let's go back to the tapes.
Yeah. Go back to the
tape. Yeah, I don't think this is a work. So like. That's what Craig said. So.
No. I said I think it. No, I do. Fuck you. I do remember saying something along the lines like it feels kind of like convenient that that his injury timeline was only 8 weeks, and it was 8 weeks until WrestleMania. I was like, the math is
like Samoa Joe's. Roman Reigns' suspension.
Right. Oh, right.
Conveniently, right before the whatever pay-per-view that was, Vengeance or whatever.
We have to give him our mandatory 30 days. Our 30-day suspension for steroids. When's the next pay-per-view? 31 days. He's number one contender. He'll be there.
Wow, how convenient.
Math.
So, like, I'm really actually happy that this is it's really a work, And then I think that, they're going to fight at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be
Obviously
great.
they are, yeah. Definitely. Now that they made an angle on Raw, now it's definitely happening.
Yeah, which I couldn't be happier about, because I really wanted to see this match since, like, September, when this fucking whole thing started to begin with.
This really started last year, because this was supposed to be last year's WrestleMania match, remember?
You're right. Technically, that was supposed to be
this match is like 4 fucking years in the making at this point.
Rollins, make it to a fucking WrestleMania, for God's sake.
Fuck God. So I'm just excited that he's here. I guess. I guess it'll be a good match. I hope we get some kind of follow up on Fastlane. I don't think I'm starting to lean towards maybe we won't. There's a lot of matches on this card, and a lot of them are going to take a lot of time.
I think they're going to wait till Raw for that.
Yeah?
So.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I don't know.
Yeah, Raw is longer than most pay-per-views anyway.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Anything else that we could talk about?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about what happened on SmackDown.
Yeah, okay, so...
Really the main
point... There were a couple things.
Let's talk about the world title picture, right? Because that's really what should be happening, right? So, Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble. We all know that. We've discussed that in
you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, we talked about that in depth, okay? Yeah. And Randy Orton, a couple weeks ago, relinquished his title opportunity because he's like, I love you, Bray. I wouldn't fight you. Right, yeah, he wanted to suck his cock. So...
Fine.
No, it's not fine.
Why not?
Because
he's allowed to if he wants.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that, Craig.
I guess there's nothing wrong with that, Fred.
Okay. Just gonna leave it right there, right on the table.
Don't
say don't. Don't go there.
Just don't.
Okay. I won't go there then.
Just stop looking at me.
Okay. That doesn't mean like I did anything like that. I'm just saying I'm okay with it. That's all.
Oh God.
So Randy Orton
relinquished his title opportunity And so then the next week on Raw, SmackDown,
got away with that one.
They decided they needed to determine a number one contender for the WWE Championship belt, and they had this battle royal, and the last two people were Luke Harper and AJ Styles, and they both eliminated each other at the same time. Although really, Luke Harper really won the match, because if anybody who saw it live, it wasn't even close at all.
Wasn't even close.
Wasn't even fucking close.
Like, Bret Hart and Lex Luger had, like, a better double elimination than this one. This was so bad.
This was horrible.
This is Botchamania level.
So then this past week on SmackDown, they had to settle it. They had a number one contenders match. AJ Styles, Luke Harper.
I love that match.
It was really good.
Oh my god, this match made Harper. Harper is very underrated, and he should definitely have a higher place in the company now. Like, he has proven I think
that
this
he
is the
can
match that
handle
made him prove himself, because really he really carried that whole match.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
it
Styles
was really
did
good.
his shit like at the end, but really it was Harper that was dominating the whole match the whole time.
Really good.
And he even did that, like, AJ Styles usually does, like, the leapfrog drop down into the drop kick, and then he did the drop kick instead. He did the pose. I was like, I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, that's great, Harper.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good match.
Plus,
they played up like the Shane McMahon thing, so I think the Shane McMahon thing is going to ultimately be the.
It doesn't make sense.
It's just stupid. Yeah, because first Harper got his foot on the ropes, but the ref counted the 3 anyway, and then
Shane McMahon came out and decided to restart the match,
which pissed off AJ Styles. Got
in his face. Luke Harper
accidentally kicked him.
Shane McMahon. So I don't know where AJ Styles even fits into any of that. I know they had a Talking Smack segment at the end of the show.
I don't watch that shit. But just too much wrestling in a week for me.
It wasn't really anything that. I mean, it just kind of solidified their feud going into WrestleMania.
Right.
That's pretty much it. So anyway, so we were really talking about the world title. Picture at that point.
Right, so he won the. Ultimately, he did win the match, so he was named the number one contender. And then Bray Wyatt comes out and he cuts this promo for what reason I don't know. And then they did this Randy Orton segment. Did you watch this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You didn't like it?
God no, it's fucking terrible. Are you kidding me? He fucking dug up Bray Wyatt's dead sister? Really? Wait, this is a PG television. He dug up the grave, right? Wasn't it fucking weird? Like,
greasy.
It was greasy as fuck.
I know.
Like, it was so weird. Okay, fine. He dug up the grave, and then he burned down the compound. Like, why? Why would Bray Wyatt care this much? I'm like, I'm sorry, like, you didn't bury her in a graveyard, so maybe you shouldn't have buried her in your house? I'm very confused about it. And, like, they show Bray Wyatt, like hitting the table, and just, rah, rah. I'm like, what am I watching? And it was so overproduced, again, with the eerie music.
Yeah. Randy Orton had like a stereo in the background. We didn't catch that angle.
Oh, wrong song. It's all about the Benjamins. That's not it. I know
you can look, but you can't. Damn, another wrong song.
Dude, I follow some people on Facebook and Twitter, some like wrestling sites that I've followed for a number of years. I found. Do you ever read John Canton's report, the Canton report or the John report, whatever it's called? Whatever. He's like a long time like wrestling blogger. I've read his stuff throughout the years, and I like him. But he's like one of those guys who he likes everything they put out, kind of thing. Like, he's good and like saying like, this match was terrible, but
the opposite of us, pretty much.
Kind of, but like he likes everything.
The good wrestling podcast,
the optimistic wrestling podcast,
not the wretched.
Right? No, like not like he could watch a match and say this match sucked, or he could like watch a segment and say this sucks, but like he likes like all the things that are kind of like on the like for something like this. I know he loved. I didn't even read his report, but I know he was like. I know he would say something like, "Yeah, this works. It works with Bray Wyatt's character," because that's what he always says. Like, and he's always putting these things on Facebook. And there's a lot of wrestling people who are like hit or miss with this segment. I'm of the variety of miss. Like, I like Bray Wyatt by himself doing these like off-camera things. When Randy Orton's there and like I'm like, what does Randy Orton do? Does he hire like the Wyatt family camera crew to do the things? Because like they're like zooming in on his face, like I'm like, I don't know, and it was like really overly choreographed with the fucking, he was putting the thing and the multiple camera angles again. I'm like it's like going to a haunted house. Like, we're gonna break into this haunted house. I need a camera there. 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 Make sure you cut to me when the music goes dun dun dun. I'm like, I just fucking hate seeing these over choreographed things. Like, why couldn't he like bring a camera with him, like the Shield used to do, and just be like, I'm here in the Wyatt compound. Like, that would have been cooler, because it would have been more like, it would have
even
felt
like
real.
when the New Day came to the compound.
Right, like, oh yeah, that was very overly produced as well.
It was better.
Better.
I was mixed on this one. I actually kind of dug it for the first half, and then it killed me that fucking Randy Orton spent 5 fucking minutes pouring gasoline over this fucking house. And I'm like, couldn't we speed this up a little bit? It's gasoline. Just pour a little bit somewhere and the house will burn up.
I'll give you this.
It's made out of fucking old wood.
I'll give you this, yeah. I liked it for a couple minutes. I will say that. I was like into it. I was
like a Randy Orton, like a new level.
No, until he said, do you remember what he said? He's like, do you remember when I said if you can't beat him, you join him? And he says, I never joined you to begin with. I was like, oh, this is cool. He's gonna reveal like why he was in it.
Yeah.
He's like, I did it to screw you. I was like, screw you? Screw you? That's what he said. I was like, you're screwed. I'm like that's like marrying somebody
somebody and be like, I did it to divorce you. Like Vince McMahon would do something like that.
It was like such a poorly written like blow up. I was like, it was like, I was never with you, Wyatt. He could have said anything, but he said, screw you. And I'm like, really? Fuck you. like he said, screw you. I did it to make you angry. Like, then, like, what? Like, so I feel like a fourth grader wrote this.
Probably did.
Did it to screw you.
Probably did, actually. But
I don't know. I'm sorry. It just as soon as he said that word, I was just like,
it just dragged on a little too long.
Of course it did.
For my taste.
Of course it did.
I like the concept. I would have rather liked it that he would have stayed. Because I thought like this was going to be a triple threat match, like the Wyatts, Wyatt, Harper, and Orton. I thought it was going to be the triple threat match.
Right, me too.
And it still might be. I don't know. It might just be Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt at this point. I don't know.
I tend to think it's going to be a singles match now.
Yeah. Well, when I was under the belief that it was a triple threat match, that I thought that Randy Orton would be somebody that would sacrifice himself for Bray Wyatt to win. But that didn't happen, so fuck you, Randy Orton. I don't know what to say. Fuck you, I don't know. I mean, what do they do at this point? I mean, does just this Sister Abigail finally reveal itself, or is it just going to be like, the power of the urn, like, oh, Undertaker, like you just never,
right?
I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's going to lead to anything unless. I know they were supposed to debut some woman character in the Wyatt family, but now, like, the Wyatt family's broken up. Like,
who would be good as, like, Sister Abigail?
Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to...
Fuck you.
I was thinking that the other day by myself, actually.
Sanity.
I got it. Eric Young.
2 other dudes.
Yeah, I don't know their names.
Eric Rowan, Luke Harper.
It might as well be. I wouldn't even know.
They look like mountain men.
I heard Eric Rowan is healthy to compete again, so he might be back soon. Yeah.
No shit's given.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know.
What do you think about that John Cena Miz segment on SmackDown this week?
What, the backstage one?
No, I'm talking about the promo, the Miz TV. He had John Cena as his guest, and he shut off the mic and kind of ranted on him for 10 minutes. And then John Cena came back. Remember we were talking about the Jericho.
Okay, yeah. Right. I didn't fucking like it.
Yeah, well,
I'm running out of things to say. So
this is my belief.
Yeah, go for it.
Miz. I'm a Miz fan, as you know. I ride the Miz train. Shut the fuck up. You do too, bitch. I think he's really, really good, but he's not great.
No, he's not great.
And
not even close to great.
He's because this is what's missing from him. I realized this from when he cut this 10-minute promo on fucking Cena, just ripped him a new asshole, and of course Cena does his like, oh, okay, smile, smile, and stuff like that, and completely kills the whole fucking thing and makes him look like a little bitch. Anywho, John Cena's retaliation was pretty cool, actually, to be honest with you, for once. But Miz needs this like side to him that Triple H has. He needs this ruthless side, and we saw part of that 2011, 2012, when The Miz and R-Truth got fired by Triple H, and then they came with bats and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what The Miz needs. Like, he doesn't always have to be like that, but he needs to be... There needs to be a side to him where he does something ruthless. Like, Triple H can cut a fucking 20-minute promo on Raw, but then during his match, he'll bring out a sledgehammer, which is fucking crazy. And you think about it. He needs that something to push. I think that's what he needs. He just needs to be a little more ruthless and a little less whiny. Yeah. I get the character. I get it. He's a whiny guy. He thinks he deserves everything. He's entitled to everything. But he needs that something sinister as well.
I get that.
He's so close.
I get that he's a fucking heel, and heels lie and shit, and like manipulate like their words and stuff. But he said something like about Cena along the lines of like, Cena makes up a good point. Like every wrestler, every guy who challenges him says the same thing. That like he's a part timer and
if everyone says it, then must be true.
I mean it is true, but I mean Miz is the worst person for it to be coming from. Yeah, saying like you're out doing movies. Wow, that's his fucking gimmick. That's Miz's gimmick. Yeah, attention, can we have quiet on the set? Like. That's your gimmick, dude. Like,
that was the only thing I got. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and he said like, he's like, yeah, well, while you were making movies, I'm here. I'm like, no, when you were making movies, you made a movie and you were gone for 2 months. I remember when that time, the time when he came back randomly. They're like, we have a former world champion appearing on Raw. This is like a couple of years ago, and like it was him, and then everybody thought it was Jericho. Then he came out, and everyone's like, oh right, and then Jericho came back too, and everyone's like, oh my god. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And then he was Intercontinental Champion a couple months ago, and he took a couple weeks off to film another fucking WWE movie. So, like, I get that it's like he's a heel, and heels just say shitty things, and I get that they do heely things, like they'll cheat to win, and then they'll just be like, I beat the guy! Like, I get that. Yeah. But Miz is the most unconvincing person to say this, especially when, AJ Styles said pretty much all the same fucking things like a month ago.
And actually, like...
And meant it, and it was right.
And it's right. Yeah. No, I got what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, he's real too, so, like...
I got you.
I didn't like this. I didn't like this segment at all. I'm sorry. And I don't like this feud, especially because it started over fucking makeup getting thrown in Marisa's face.
I want to see the video package for this at WrestleMania. It's like... This is the battle of makeup.
Legacy.
Mascara versus eyeliner.
Oh, it's just...
The champ versus the chump.
I guess I should be happy that John Cena isn't in some fucking marquee match with his name on the billboard. He's fighting the fucking Miz. Like,
well, he even made fun of me. He was like, I could be fighting the Undertaker right now, but no, I'm here with you. So
I like how he really had to milk it up with the crowd, and he's like, yeah, right? And like they're like, he's like, yeah, come on. And they're like, all right, yeah. So he really he milked it out of the crowd. He was like, I think they were like hoping like, Undertaker, and like nobody was like,
they'll never do that. I hate when he does it now because it's like, dude, just get over the fact that like you're getting booed and cheered. We got it, like when you first addressed it, it was stupid then. It's really stupid now. So
very stupid.
God damn, I wish the Miz could just be a fucking little more cutthroat. Like I think he's just missing that one little thing, and he could be like, just take him to the next level.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get back to that world championship status.
I don't know if that his character can do that though, because he's kind of just like,
if they give him it, they will.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not convincing.
He's shown it before though.
Yeah, that was like a long time ago with R-Truth.
I know, but it's there, though.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I just want this guy to succeed. I don't know why. He's been there for so long. He's been through a lot of shit.
He's a former world champion, so he's had a good career. I mean...
No, I know that, but, like, I feel like he deserves, like, another championship run. He needs something new, you know? A lot of these guys need
I think he is in for a championship run. I just don't know. Sometime maybe in the middle of 2017?
Maybe.
Just not now, and not from this John Cena feud.
No, I agree.
If he's on SmackDown, I feel like if you're kind of like upper echelon guy on SmackDown, you're going to get a title reign, because you're just not... You know, you're kind of been thrown on the second show, so you have... There's like only like 6 guys who can win the title.
Pretty much.
And how many times can the same fucking 2 guys win the title? So they're going to keep changing it up. Like, Dean Ambrose was just champion a couple months ago. AJ Styles was champion for a long time. John Cena was a champion for a couple months.
That's true.
A couple weeks. He's been champion a million fucking times. So, like, you can kind of tell where the SmackDown brand's going. You're going to have a Baron Corbin title run sometime in 2017. Maybe at the very end. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Dolph Ziggler gets a title run now that he's a heel. Maybe. It's a little rough.
Maybe.
The thing is, most of them are heels. They don't have a lot of faces right now.
Yeah.
I did want to talk about some... trade scenarios that we talked about on the Facebook page this last couple weeks ago.
So this is a rumor, or is this actually...
There's a rumor that I read. They didn't announce anything yet, but the rumor is that they're going to do trades instead of a draft. At sometime after WrestleMania, just to change up the rosters. Now, in the past, they did drafts. They did these like random drafts. It wasn't like the first draft was like a real draft. Like everybody picked a guy until all the guys were gone for both shows.
Yeah.
And then every year after that, it was kind of like randomized. So like you would just like they would hit this button. It would go like remember that?
Oh yeah.
And it would just be like Brock Lesnar to Raw. It was just like Stevie Richards going to SmackDown. Like it was very random. So it was kind of stupid because it was like. There was nothing. It was exciting, but it wasn't like, like it didn't make it didn't really like establish the brands. It was just like, look at the draw. What can you do?
Yeah, I know.
So I kind of like the idea that it's like trades. Like maybe like SmackDown goes for an under the radar guy like Sami Zayn on SmackDown, like because SmackDown's the land of opportunity. You know what I mean?
I think we do great on SmackDown. We do great anywhere, but like I really think we do great on SmackDown.
Yeah, and my other picks was like I feel like Dean Ambrose has to go back to Raw because I feel like Ambrose on SmackDown is just like he's just treading water, and somehow him being on SmackDown is like boring. I don't know why. Like I feel like he's more of a Raw guy anyway.
Oh my god! Did you hear him?
His promo was so fucking terrible.
Oh my god! I was like, he's so good and bad at a promo at the same time.
Yeah. I was yelling at my TV.
So unbelievable.
I was yelling at my TV during this segment. I can't fucking believe what Dean Ambrose does every week. He comes out, cuts like a promo. He's like angry. He's like, I'm a loose cannon, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Push back when you get pushed.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm double parked outside, so I gotta go. I'm like, fuck you. Why do you have to say that? Like, you don't have to be funny. You don't have to be funny.
Don't have to be funny. This is not a funny feud against
Nobody laughs.
Baron Corbin.
I never heard the crowd laugh when he's made a joke.
They make it like, like kind of like awkwardly. You know? But like
I laugh Corbin, because I respect you.
Corbin dressed him from the locker room, I guess, and like, wow, even your tattoos are worse than I thought. It's like,
yeah, I know.
Shut the fuck up.
Dean Ambrose
he can cut more heat like a fucking turkey on Thanksgiving. I swear to fucking
Dean Ambrose needs a change of scenery
Christ.
like a motherfucker. What other guys do you think could use a change of scenery that go from one show to another?
I can.
I think Jack Swagger could use a show from moving from SmackDown to off the roster. I think that roster move would be
join the new ECW. I totally forgot what I chose, to be honest with you.
I forgot what I chose, too. I think I said Big Show to SmackDown because he hasn't done anything on Raw, but now he's starting to do things on Raw, so maybe I'm going to take that back.
He's basically just getting his ass kicked by Braun.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, he's not really... Is he really doing much? I don't know.
And he's kind of like... He, like, changed his whole, like, physique, so, I feel like they should reward him with at least, like, giving him some kind of program, like... I know he's, like, 50 years old now, but,
Yeah, so you were saying even like Roman Reigns to SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because, I mean, think about it.
He's going to ruin our show.
Well, yeah, he would ruin the show, but I mean,
Shit.
SmackDown is lacking star power on the face side right now. Because who do you got? You got Cena, who's not there all the time. You got Dean Ambrose, who's like, he's just there. He's like mid-card almost. And then Randy Orton. That's really it. And Randy Orton's going to be fucking champion in a couple months, so...
But I feel like they've been doing a good job at letting these mid-card guys, like, elevate. You know, like a Baron Corbin or a Luke Harper. You know, like, so, like... And, maybe, like, by the summer, they could be more of a threat.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, there's not enough... There's a lot of heels that are upper echelon on SmackDown. Just not a lot of faces. So, I think Roman Reigns, who I think is just, like... Roman Reigns is just kind of like...
He kind of went through that whole roster. I mean, what else can he do on Raw, right, I guess?
And he just needs a change of scenery. Kind of like, be the face of SmackDown. Like what John Cena was to SmackDown back in the day when he was young, you know? Like, you just got to be the face of a show. Somebody's got to be the face of the show. John Cena was supposed to be the face of the show, but he's kind of semi... half retired, you know? He doesn't have to wrestle a full schedule anymore.
And I think that... when you said Dean Ambrose to Raw, I think he has like a good, he had good chemistry with Stephanie McMahon. Yeah, as far as like being opposing to each other, I think that would be like they can even play that back out. Like, hey, I'm back, Stephanie. Blah blah blah. Right. You know, that'd be cool.
What else did I say?
You said Kalisto to Raw.
Yeah, Kalisto to Raw just to be on the Cruiserweight division. Really, nothing other than that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who else? We said we would read a few on the podcast. We might as well read.
So I also agree that Sami Zayn should go to SmackDown because it's just really, what else are you gonna do? You know, like you're just gonna get beat up by the next big monster.
There's too many guys on Raw for him to overcome to ever be.
He's never going to be a main eventer.
He could be like a main eventer.
He could definitely be a main eventer for sure. Like I was also saying, like after the Joe feud, like there's nothing. What else can he do? He fought Braun, Joe. I mean, like there's only so many times. I mean, he can recover, but there's only It's not like he's going to fight Roman Reigns or something like that. No. I mean, I don't know. I threw some shit out there. I was thinking maybe even like Cesaro going to SmackDown.
That'd be cool. I can see that.
That would be a good face, and they would cut. He would have a really good matches with like AJ Styles, Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt.
I'd like to see that.
That'd be kind of cool. They kind of split the team up a little bit. I thought maybe one of the women should go to SmackDown just because they like doing that. Yeah. But I don't think Charlotte is going to do that. I don't know who that would be. I also agree that Dean the Dolphin fucker should go to Raw as well, just to get out of my fucking life. And Stephanie McMahon and her give each other 69. And
wow.
And and then Titus O'Neil can go to Raw too as well, so that's all right.
All right, cool. We had another guy on Drew. He was the guy who joined us. Drew. Hey, Drew. We said we would read a couple on the show. You were the only one who actually responded. He said, yeah, he agreed. Put Dean on. Put Dean on Raw. Oh, yeah, okay. But he wants to reform the Shield, so that means he wants to leave Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns there, which is
actually that'd be kind of cool. Actually,
I think they are ultimately going to do a Shield reunion sometime down the line. I mean, especially
they probably won't dress up in the camouflage anymore, but they probably would reunite as a unit.
No, I think they would. I think that's part of their gimmick. I mean, Triple H and Shawn Michaels wore like the DX Army shit, like when they even like a couple of years ago when they did it, like green and black.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, that was terrible. But yeah, no, I think they would wear like the bullet vests and stuff, whatever. That's actually a good idea. I think they could do that, and it would definitely have to be on Raw. It wouldn't be on SmackDown. So. Yeah,
and you were also saying Drew also said Charlotte to SmackDown, so she can kind of pair up with Bliss or stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't see Charlotte
being
Raw.
Yeah,
she's too. I don't know. She's like one of those people like Jericho. You just kind of like look at her and you go like, she's a Raw girl. You know what I mean?
It's like more like Bayley going.
Bayley, that's what I was gonna say too. Like Bayley, like you give like the workers, like the young, like not the entertainers. The entertainers stay on Raw.
Oh, speaking of women, did you see that fucking segment backstage with Alexa Bliss and Natalya? And they're kind of teasing this fucking match between them two. Oh my fucking god!
I know.
All of a sudden, Natalya is like turning face for some reason because she wants a title, But this came out of fucking nowhere. Like Alexa Bliss was getting interviewed backstage could have a good promo where she was like, I want to thank myself and I want to thank Naomi for having a bad knees. And I thought that was hilarious. That was a good line by Bliss.
I like Alexa Bliss a lot right
now. I'm turning on her. I'm liking it, you know? But then Natalya shows up and just fucking reeks of fucking shit.
My wife Jen even reacted to it. She's like, ugh, why do they still have Natalya? I'm like, that's a good question, babe. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, I think we touched on most things. We're hitting an hour and 10 minutes here on the podcast. I think we should start wrapping it up.
I usually touch most things. That's good.
Fred likes to touch lots of things.
What?
I think we pretty much hit everything we wanted to talk about. Jack Swagger asked for his release. And
got it.
Now the report is that they haven't granted him his release yet, but it sounds like it's inevitable. Kind of like with Cody Rhodes. Like, I think it took a couple weeks for that to work out. Yeah, good. I mean, Jack Swagger he was kind of terrible. I never liked Jack Swagger to begin with, actually.
I didn't either.
I hated him when he was, like, talking. He talked a lot. And he came out to that Rage Against the Machine song. Like, he just didn't seem like a guy.
Put on the radio!
Like, he didn't sound like a guy who should come out to a Rage Against the Machine song. He was like always smiling, like, ey. They just wanted him to be Kurt Angle, and he was nothing near
Kurt Angle
whatsoever.
Yeah.
He was a fucking, like, when he won Money in the Bank. What did he win? Like the third or fourth Money in the Bank? Like, everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I remember
he's gonna be a champion at some point.
I remember when we were watching that match, and he like we were like, "Who's gonna push him off?" Somebody's gonna push him off, and he took the briefcase down. We're like, "Oh,
that happened.
Oh, he won. That's no good.
That no good.
That no good." Yeah, and then he cashed in, of course, on Jericho. Just like, fuck you, Swagger.
Double-fisted.
I hope that's the screenshot for the podcast this week. Let's just do it for a couple minutes so let's make sure we get it in. Nice audio. Getting Indian burn. That's racist. Alright,
got a Native American burn.
Tatanka burn.
Chief J. Strongbow burn. So anyway, that's wrestling.
That's wrestling.
That was our preview of Fastlane.
Fastlane, yeah.
What fast, right?
Alright, guys. Yeah, right.
Wow, we went over an hour.
Yeah, we did. We haven't gone this long in a while. That's what she said.
Oh, said. Wait, what?
If you guys aren't following us on Twitter, get on that shit, motherfucker!
Like that page, bitch.
Yeah, we're at Wretched Wrestle, baby.
Every time you click like on Facebook, we will give you a check for $20.
Check will not be on it. Yeah, please check out our Facebook page.
I've been dying to
I forgot what it was. I couldn't spit it out fast enough.
Checks will not be honored. This is the point of the show where the show fucking falls off the rails. And this usually happens when there's a guest on. But the guest has been quiet. I think he fucking jerked off and had a lot of cum on top of him. So maybe the cum had taken his mouth shut. Yeah. Oh, your mouth's open now. Okay, great. Yeah, great. I shouldn't even mentioned your fucking name, Randy.
Oh my god.
Please don't end it this way. Please don't end it this way. Please don't. Please, just leave it alone, please. Please. I swear to God.
Okay. So if you're not following us on Facebook, you could you like our page at Wretched Wrestling. You can if you guys aren't checking us out, we do our live feeds on Friday and Saturday nights, sometime around like 10, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Or 3 o'clock in the morning.
You can check out our YouTube page at Wretched Wrestling. Search Wretched Wrestling. What else do we got, Fred? We're available on iTunes, Podomatic, and Google Play. Yeah, Fred. Sing your goddamn song.
We love wrestling.
Oh my god. They took my job!
The hell? Alright, well, I guess that's the end of this show. Nothing else will ever come of it. Nothing. Oh no. Obama again. Why is it so much Obama?
Obama, you're so bad, you blow my mind. Hey, Obama! Hey, Obama!
You're like 8 years too late for this, dude. 8 years too late for Obama, okay?
I knew I should have voted for McCain!
Okay, well, you could have reflected that like 4 years ago or something, or whatever the fuck that was, you know? Like,
I can finally tell you what I think, you fucking asshole!
Did you have too much to drink, Randy? I think you had too much to drink.
Yes.
I mean, I did a little tequila. Maybe the bottle's a little emptier than I left it, so I think he kind of dipped into that a little bit. So
what the hell is wrong with you?
No, I mean, there's a lot going on wrong with you. I mean, I do watch the show from time to time, and you're always in some fucked up shit. Remember Wheel of Fortune?
I remember when we could afford to buy 6 steaks when we shopped at Walmart.
Okay, well, you just keep supporting Walmart, and I'll start going to a regular grocery store like the rest of the American folks. Thank you.
Do you have any concept of money at all? Yes, of course.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna just
end
show.
All right, so we're gonna push stop right now.
Yep. I did. I did.
He did actually push stop this time.